Hello and welcome boys and girls. In this video I'll show you an amazing strategy for Canada. But first, let's discuss its bonuses. I have to notice that this guide is made for multiplayer games where BBG and BBS modes are used. So, last best west, city centers in Tundra receive extra food. Farms can be constructed in Tundra. After civil engineering is unlocked, farms can be built on Tundra hills. Improvements in Tundra and snow receive the following bonuses. Mines and lumber mills +2 production. Farms and camps +2 food. Receive double the normal accumulation rate for strategic resources improved in tundra and snow. -50% of the normal cost of purchase snow and tundra tiles. In general, last best west buffs are improved tundra tiles, so we have to improve them as soon as possible. 4 phases of peace. Cannot declare war on city-state or surprise wars. Surprise wars cannot be declared on Canada. For every 100 tourism per turn, earn extra diplomatic favor per turn. Receive 100% diplomatic favor from successfully completing an emergency or scored competition. This bonus gives nothing good for multiplayer except extra diplomatic favor. Mountie, Canadian unique modern era unit, has side of 4. Can create 2 national parks. +5 combat strength when fighting with 4 tiles of national park. Additional +5 combat strength when fighting with 4 tiles of an owned national park. Mountie is the best Canadian unit and the unit would like to rush. They can stand even against tanks. Ice Hockey Rink unlocks the builder ability to construct an ice hockey rink, unique to Canada. It gives extra amenity, extra culture for each adjacent tundra hill, snow and snow hill tile. Provides tourists from culture once flight is unlocked. +2 food and production once the professional spot is unlocked. +4 culture if adjacent to a stadium building. Can be built on tundra hill, snow and snow hills, once per city. +2 appeal. Ice hockey rinks dramatically boosts our culture and amenities. We have to rush them as soon as possible. Now we can go back to a build order. If you noticed, I opened with a builder and improved 2 camps near capital. Usually Canada will have some camps to improve and it's standard opening for Canada. This time I had only 2 camps, so I opened mining as well. Because Canada has extremely good tiles, early game and excessive growth, you'll need a lot of builders. To boost your development, I highly recommend you to get at least 1 builder for your second and third city and at least 2 builders for capital. As you can see in the top left corner, I built builder, scout, settler, builder for now. Because you're going to improve a lot of tiles, you must have defensive unit, such as slingers. In a multiplayer, especially in teamers games, your opponents will try to pillage your precious tile. It is crucial to get slingers before you open archery. Because of extra gold collected from camps, you can just buy slingers or builders. In every single game, Canada should rush Temple of Artemis. There are 2 ways of getting this wonder, greedy and safe. I'm playing greedy here, delaying Temple of Artemis to build second settler. In a Winnipeg, we're constructing monument so we could reach drum and poetry faster. You can check tax and civics order in the bottom left corner. With this build order, I'm trying to perform Theater Square triple discount build. That is why I'm rushing drum and poetry before political philosophy. Because it's triple discount, I need at least 3 cities. That is why we're playing greedy. Once you discover astronomy, you have to replace and build holy sites in every city. We need to finish them before drum and poetry. Because we're playing district discount build order, we can't discover any other districts. So I recommend you to aim for horseback riding and iron working. But keep in mind, you can discover bronze working before you pre-place third theater square. If you're playing teamers, watch out for random boosts from your teammates. I'm not sure what governor is best for this build order, but I prefer Moksha because it gives us extra faith and extra culture. You can also pick Magnus if you're planning to chop wonders, units, or settlers. I'm not making any extra settlers after discovering early Empire civic. We must have at least 4 popes in every city. Instead, I'm making even more builders. Also, to boost Toronto to a 4th pope, I spent gold and vote builder there to chop ship. Because Canada have no any bonuses for tundra pastures, it is more profitable to chop ships and build mines on that tile. Turn 29, German poetry discovered. It is super efficient to chop for a discounted district because you almost finish it with a single chop. And you can replace two discounted districts at a single turn because we built three districts and discovered only two. Thanks to chops, I finished both triathlon squares with a single turn. We still discovered only two districts but built five. That grants us another discounted theater square. Sometimes it's bugged and you have to wait another turn, but this time everything is fine. It costs 24 production and can't be finished in a single turn. Turn 31 we must pick Golden Age dedication. It is pen brush and voice. It significantly boosts our culture and help us with gold income. I spent some production for Holy Site project. Now we can establish religion. We can buy amphitheaters with the help of Jesuit education. Lay ministry, one of the best beliefs to boost culture and grant us some faith. I finally reached 7 pops in capital and can build Government Plaza. I don't have to say that it's also discounted. With the 7th district built, almost every other district will be discounted. Once government available, I went for Classical Republic. This government type helps us to accumulate even more great riders points. Once we're done with the shrine buildings, it is good to build a couple of settlers in a certain second city. In a capital, we should aim for Ancestral Hall. This will boost our tempo and we can use it in a late game. It is a good idea to make some Theater Square projects to secure early game cheap books. Also, if it's possible, aim for Oracle in a Pingala city. It'll stack well with his grants promotion. You wouldn't believe, but I could settle 4th city turn 40 and I already got Theo open. That means I'll get 5 charged builders for free for every single city, starting with the 4th one. Also, once I finished Ancestral Hall, I built 2 more settlers in a capital, which potentially increase my city's number to 7. Our goal is to build Theatral Square in every single one of them. You can also try to rush Coliseum, but you'll need Magnus to do so. I rushed Medieval Fair by turn 42 and got more than 100 culture with the aesthetic policy card. Our next target, Reformed Church and Diplomatic Service. Also, we need extra science, so education is preferable tech. With the Reformed Church, we can enact theocracy government type. This will help us to generate more faith, and we'll get a discount on things purchased with faith. When Diplomatic Service opened, we must build Ice Hockey Rink in every single city. At this point, this move grants us about extra 20% culture. When it's possible, we must construct campuses. It is necessary to boost science. We must open flight and computers. It is good if you can build Apadana, and we can build Basil in one of our cities. Let's have a brief talk about governors. I skipped Magnus this time, but it is okay to take it. If you have some gold problems, you can have Reina and its right promotion, which grants you extra gold for materials with a good appeal. And I also choose Lang because I had city with the flood plants. I could easily go for Magnus and Amani instead. After you discover humanism, aim for conservation. And you can phase by archaeological or art museums. This time I discovered conservation turn 62, but I had an absolute free sim. I have to say that Mounties is our best unit, and with it we can defend against almost any attack except very late game ones. We can build or phase by a few Mounties if necessary. Once you reach this point, you're relatively safe and can focus on the national park's construction. You should also keep in mind that you must have some trade routes for a gold income and tourism pressure. You can build discounted commercial hubs and harbors when needed. The time has come for advanced strategies. Because of Ancestral Hall, we can build even more cities in the tundra with a lot of space and a free builder in it. With it, we can plant some forests and establish even more national parks, which in conclusion leads us to a cultural victory. Here I'm talking not about few national parks, but I'm talking about all national parks. Every single tile of your territory should be a national park. You must also aim for flight to get more tourism with Ice Hockey Rink, and of course you must build more Ice Hockey Rinks. Environmentalism and computers combined will double your tourism. Don't forget to discover more civics and use policy cards that will increase your tourism outcome. Don't forget to build broadcast centers and national museum so you can fit more music artworks. Also, it will be useful to make a themes, especially in a moksha city. And I'm not even talking about that you must promote moksha to a tier 4, so you can double tourism outcome in his city. Keep in mind that you should always be aware what's happening on the map. You can't just blindly follow this guide because each map and each game is unique. But in general, this strategy allows you to achieve cultural victory in very short terms. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope this guide was useful for you. If you're still here, please like this video and leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and share. All these actions will help this video and channel to grow. Sending you positive vibes, much love, have a nice day.